This is College Prep, where we're going to go through one of each of the topics so that you guys have something to look at if you have questions on a topic. And so as you can see, here I've got topic 1 shown. We're going to be going through a list of them in this video, so you can skip ahead until you see the topic that you're looking for on the screen. I'm also going to have some timestamps where you can just jump right to that portion of the video as well. You might be able to do that in the scroll bar. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do that yet, but it might just be on the website as well. So starting with topic 1. Topics 1 through 5 are all, well, supposedly review stuff for you. These are all things that we could have done in Algebra 1 even in high school. So I don't really have that much to say about them. I've already got them drawn out. But I mean, for example, topic 1, if you want to pause the video and look at it, my work is shown. But yeah, so that's basically what you're going to do. You're going to combine like terms and then you're going to solve for x for topic 1. There's not much more to that topic. For topic 2, it's kind of similar to topic 1, whereas we're still just combining like terms and solving for a variable, except now we've got variables on both sides. So obviously, you would subtract 2w from both sides to get them to one side. And at that point, you're just solving a two-step equation. And I got w equals -2. You can pause the video now if you want to look at that a little bit more. Topic number 3 is very similar. We are still solving for a variable and combining like terms, except with this one, we have to use the distributive property. So we're going to distribute a 4 to the y and to the -2. And after that, you can just continue to solve and combine like terms until you get y equals -8. Please pause the video now if you have any questions. For topic number 4, we've got combining like terms again. It's just another variation of that distributive property. And then I kind of skipped some steps here going from here to here. But I'm just combining like terms and solving there. So if you have questions with that, make sure you let me know. Otherwise, that's it for topic 4. Topic number 5 looks pretty complicated. It's just the distributive property one last time, and it's a lot of combining like terms. But, and I did end up getting a fraction here. Hopefully I did everything right. I think I did. But that is the answer. It turns out to be -9/16. So that's a simplified fraction, and chances are that's what you would have to type in on ALEKS for your topic 5s. You might get some fractions like that. That's okay. For topic number 6, I didn't fill this one out yet because I wanted to go through it, but I see that we have a couple of denominators here. We've got a 3 and a 2. To get them out of the denominator, we're going to need to multiply by a number, but we're going to multiply everything by a number that those two numbers both go into. So for me, I think immediately, let's multiply by 6. 6 is a number that both of those denominators go into, and all I did to get there was I just multiplied your 3 times 2 right there. Okay, so if I'm multiplying this entire side by 6, that means this fraction basically. Well, I know 6 times x is 6x, and the 6 only multiplies with the top, so we'd be left with a 3 there. And as for the other side, everything over here gets multiplied by 6 as well. We got to multiply the entirety of the both sides. So we'll be left with 6x over 2 plus 6 times 2 is 12. There we go. Now, the purpose of that was so now we can simplify our fractions. 6 divided by 3 over here on the left-hand side would be a 2, so we'll just be left with 2x equals, and then 6 divided by 2 is 3, so we'll be left with a 3x plus 12, and now it's just simply combining like terms and solving. So real quickly with that, so we'll get a -x equals 12, which is the same thing as x equals -12 if you divided both sides by a -1, for example. That's your answer for number 6. Topic number 7. I noticed that we've got a bunch of different numbers on the bottom. Well, we're going to do the same thing with topic number 7, where we're going to multiply everything in the equation by a number that the 2, the 5, and the 7 go into. So for me, I would multiply by 70. So multiply this side by 70. And that means everything over here gets multiplied by 70. And then this fraction also gets multiplied by a 70. Okay, so doing that, we would be left with negative 70 over 2, because there was a negative in front, plus 70 over 5, y, equals, and then 6 times 70 is 420 over 7. Now, if you have a calculator, that works. Otherwise, if you can do these in your head, that's great. But 70 divided by 2 is obviously 35, so we'll do, oh, I didn't mean to change colors there. Give me 1 second. So negative 35 plus, now 70 divided by 5 is 14. And then 420 divided by 7 is 60. And at this point, it's just solving for y, and I don't think I'm going to waste your time with that. You guys all know how to solve for y from here. That's the main part, though, to get there. And then you're going to have to solve for y, figure out what y is equal to. But I'm going to move on to topic 8. Topic 8, we have a similar situation, except with this one, I got to mention a couple things. First of all, I have 2 of the same numbers on my denominator, so I don't need to take 2 times 2 times 5 to figure out what I'm multiplying both sides by. Instead, I can multiply both sides by a 10. If I would have taken the denominators, I would have done 2 times 2 times 5 to get 20, and you could honestly multiply both sides by 20, but your numbers are going to be twice as big as the numbers that I get, and I like to use smaller numbers. It makes me feel like I'm not making as many mistakes. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 10, because 2 goes into 10 and 5 goes into 10, and so therefore I will get 30u minus, now 10 times 7 is 70. I'm going to go ahead and divide by 2 right away. So 70 divided by 2 is 35, equals, if I multiply this side by 10 now, negative 5 over 2 times 10 would be a negative 50 over 2, which is the same thing as a negative 25. And then negative 4 over 5 times 10 would be a negative 40 over 5, which would make a negative 8. And at this point, I'm going to be done with this problem as well, because now you're just combining like terms, adding and subtracting things over, and solving for u. Topic number 9. Okay, so for topic number 9, same situation, it just looks a little bit different. We're going to be multiplying our bottom numbers here to get 15, and I'm going to multiply both sides by 15. So everything over here gets multiplied by that 15. Okay, so just going to check here, but 15 times 7, is 105. So that side's going to have a 105. Again, that 15 is just multiplying by our top numbers. So now we'll have 15 times 4 to give us 60 v. 15 times 7, we just did that. That's 105. And I'm going to put that over the 3 for now. I'm not going to do that step in my head. I'm just going to write it out for now. 15 times v is 15v. 15 times 8 is, I'm assuming, 120 divided by 5. So now what we need to do is we need to simplify everything. So if we get 105 equals, so 60 divided by 3 is 20v. 105, sorry. Had the bell go off, sorry. 105 divided by 3 is 35, plus 15 divided by 5 is obviously 3v, and then 120 divided by 5 is 24. At this point, this just becomes, again, a simple problem where you are solving for v, so that's where I'm going to leave it. And for right now, I think we will just end with topic 9.